What's up, the squad? Back with another video. Y'all seen the title that was going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. Would y'all actually believe that this is my second time recording this video? Third time recording this video. When I tell y'all that this is absolutely insane, I guess somebody, a light pole close to my neighborhood, literally caught on fire. Lost power twice. Lost power, and getting things done. And then again, after I would say about 10 minutes, lost power again. Literally, I promise y'all, as I'm getting done with this video, and it sounds crazy, but we gonna talk more about it. I'm literally, when I say that I'm literally like, I was getting through this video, I couldn't even get through, I guess like the second, third, something like that. So I guess not too much of it. But as I'm getting done with this video and stuff like that and looking at different things, seeing on, what's happened, power just keeps going out. So if y'all don't see this video, it's probably why. Power has went out. And I'm pretty sure y'all gonna see it. Y'all should see it. Hopefully y'all do. You have it right here. Says his lifeguard Ryder Williams is going to the Oval Office, with President Trump. You got it right here. This is from President Trump. Says we're going to bring this for a young man and his family into the White House with perhaps the boy he saved to give him a high civilian honor. Very brave. He deserves it. President Donald J. Trump. You have it right here. These are some crucial waves. I'm not going to lie. Tough waves. Pretty scary. I'll tell you that much. Definitely pretty scary. You have it right here. This is the 10-year-old son of Summit Ray. I'm pretty sure Rice. Hope I'm not saying that wrong. His name is Nathaniel. Says he opens up to Fox News Digital about the courageous actions of 16-year-old lifeguard Ryder Williams, who saved Nathaniel from nearly drowning, literally in a monster pounding, monster waves pounding California shore, which is definitely sad. I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely sad. I'm definitely glad that he acted. He definitely acted. Check it out.
Giant wave came over me, and then I started screaming for help.
I'm a fan of every single medal, award, honor, or recognition that he can get. I'm 1,000,000,000% behind it. I'm by far his biggest fan. I think that's a bond that we're going to have for the rest of our lives. I think of them like an extended family at this point, even though I haven't even met them.
A giant wave came
It's
over me.
It's definitely fire though. One thing about it, these young kids, this young kid that did it, is 16-year-old. And the crazy thing is, the first time that I actually seen this video, I thought that, this young man was about 19, 20 years old. He's 16 years old. 16 years old. These kind of things definitely give me more hope, for the future, within the younger generation. As y'all know, a lot of the younger generation, things can be pretty messed up. Things can definitely be pretty messed up within it. But one thing about it is that I truly love the simple fact that you have this 16-year-old that did amazing. The little boy as well, with, I'm sure, listening and stuff like that as, those waves were pounding. You have it right here. This is Nathaniel and his father, and I'm pretty sure his sister, sitting at the Oval Office, which is definitely pretty cool. You have it right here. This is Ryder Williams. This is the 16-year-old who saved him. Check it out, President Trump.
And this is a great story, and it's an honor to be with Ryder Williams, who is a 16-year-old lifeguard, California, the Santa Cruz area. And I understand he was a winner right from the time they first saw him as a lifeguard. There's a lot of training, a lot of work. And he saved this young gentleman who I had a long talk with. I said, would you have made it without him? And you said, not really, it was trouble. Yeah. So you're going to have a long and beautiful life.
Thank you.
And I just thought
That's
it was
amazing.
We were all watching, everybody watched, and got a lot of publicity because of the ferocity of the waves. I've never seen waves. I mean, that was sort of violent. We were just discussing, and at certain times of the year, mostly like right around now, the waves get very rough in that area.
So you have it right here, which is definitely pretty amazing. Like I said, I know, and then he says you're going to have a long and beautiful life. It's definitely something that's amazing, to see, to witness, and I definitely love that. You have it right here. It says Ryder Williams, the lifeguard who saved, the 16-year-old, basically talks about his future on what he wants to do. Check it out.
In those dangerous moments that we have, we always try to fall back on our training. We are trained so well by many to handle that situation as best we can. So I really was thinking about how to get the boy out of the water as fast as I can. And for shaping my future, I want to be a firefighter in the future. Hopefully go through paramedic school. And
He's off to a good start. We'll give him recommendations. We may have some good recommendations.
So that's pretty lit, though. Like I've said, this just goes to show you that having some type of hope, when it comes down to it. I feel like so many people look at the simple fact of who's what, this, that, and the other, not looking at, what's the bigger picture here. You have a lot of people that's talking crazy, saying different things. Oh, it's President Trump. He just wants his name out there, and he wants this, that. I truly feel like when you have stuff like this, no matter where it is, stuff like that, you honor those people, especially when it comes down to this younger generation. This younger generation, it means a lot, to even see this and witness something like that, and that's exactly why I wanted to do this video, in general. You have it right here, President Trump giving a little humor, because a little sense of humor, obviously so many people have a lot to say when it comes down to it. It's definitely sickening on what people do, obviously, and what they say, but check it out.
To see something like this happen, he's a real hero. When you see that, I don't know if I'd do it. I wouldn't probably. You're lucky I wasn't. You're lucky I wasn't on service that day. I don't know. But no, he's a real hero. It's an amazing thing. And he's a real lucky guy. See something.
So you have it right here. Like I said, truly amazing. Obviously people got a lot to say. And then, obviously what I wanted to, what I made this video about in general, is simply, Trump shutting down a CNN reporter in front of a 10-year-old boy, obviously the 10-year-old boy, saved by a lifeguard. Truly goes to show you, and it's very sickening, to try to more so take away from their moment by being rude. Check it out.
Just scale back on those.
Quiet. You're very disrespectful in front of this young man. Okay? Don't you find her disrespectful? He understands. Quiet. Who are you with?
I'm with CNN.
Fake news.
I just wanted to follow up on this Korea question.
You're a loud, boisterous person. You're fake news.
I was trying to find out if you had been talking to Kim Jong-un, if he had asked you to scale back on those military exercises.
And still to sit there and ask those questions and to do those things, it truly just goes to show you a lot. It truly goes to show you a lot. It's definitely sad that people are this way, seeing the things that obviously is going on at this moment. It's one of those things to read the room, and she simply didn't do that. And that's what goes, and it is very crazy to me and disgusting to me, and that a lot of people don't actually realize. Like I said, this is something that, and I'm glad that he did call her out, because this is something that she obviously needed to learn, something not to do. I'm not gonna lie, something definitely not to do. You have it right here. Check it out.
Yes, Mr. President. Have the people who
Don't you find them nice? Huh? Nice people, right? Look at him. He's saying,
We're not all
where do
sharks.
people like this come from?
We're not all
Your
sharks.
son is saying, where do people like this come from? Go ahead.
The people who are
Especially
opposing.
her.
The people who are
So you have it right here. Like I said, you got this 16-year-old, 10-year-old. Definitely amazing of, not only President Trump honoring, this 16-year-old for saving this young boy's life, but also, calling out what needs to be called out when it comes down to reporters being disrespectful. And then they'll go and, the president, they did this in front of this young boy. He did this and he said this, and they did, and that's why I love doing what I do within my channel, because it's showing, obviously, the things that they're not, if that makes sense. You truly have them that's constantly, you know, making up stories and making up this and making it, you know, I'm going to show y'all factual stuff. And I definitely find it, you know, very disrespectful, you know, and not acknowledging, seeing, you know, obviously you have a 16-year-old boy, you know, and a 10-year-old, you know, obviously, and they're getting honored for the things that, you know, they went through. And that's something that's definitely tough as y'all seen those waves coming through. Y'all let me know in the comments definitely what y'all think about this video. Definitely hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Definitely got a banger dropping tonight, so make sure y'all stay tuned for it. Catch y'all next one.